I met a gypsy.
Getting back to talking about, guys like Bogle and all that, and Cody Schock, these are fantastic riders that I can't speak for all of them at this very moment in time, but they're looking for rides. And even after how Cody ended off the season, it's like, oh man, that's his reward. The team's going away, and you're like, dang it, this shouldn't happen. That a guy who's solidly in the top 10 on a privateer bike can't even have a ride. I don't have the answer, and I've said this for a while, but I would love to see our sport be able to continue to spread the love amongst more individuals. For a little while, all the money went to the Carmichael and the Stewarts and the Reeds, and then it was like they made buku bucks, and then behind it was like a massive drop-off. And
so you're a communist.
I'm a big fan. Pretty much, I guess. I sound like it, huh? I would just love to see the ability. Okay, like let's use MotoGP. All the factories have a factory team and a factory-backed team. That enables them to have the next kid that comes up where they go, maybe he's not going to be world champion the first year, but we want to keep him because we want to promote him to the premier team later on. I'm a big V8 supercar fan, and I think to myself, there's guys there that could win on one weekend and be 25th the next weekend. Their job isn't really in jeopardy. Yes, I know it's car racing, it's different. NASCAR is a little bit the same way. But if these kids could show their personalities, get some sponsors, because I know even as we speak, there's one or two or even more of these companies where it's enthusiasts that are businessmen that have thought, hey, you know what, I could help this guy out. I could help that team. I just would love to see a little more structure from the OEMs to help facilitate that, because all it takes is all the money is going in one direction, someone's trying to make it work, and then they get a sponsor who's maybe just an enthusiast, and they're like, oh, the dude's got money, we're going to rape him for everything we can. And then you have this team for 1 year, and then the sponsor's pissed off, and a rider who was promised this doesn't get that. So like I said, I don't have the answer. I would love to just see a little more structure and just be able to say, okay, in order to be involved, this is what we'd like to see as a roadmap. It's not just about, Tomac and Cinderella on Factory Cowie. I know they're going to say, well, we have Pro Circuit, but you need Team Green. You need a support program to Team Green, in my opinion, as well. You need Pro Circuit. Maybe even need a satellite team that Mitch, if he's got 4 good guys, and there was another guy like this year with Shimoda, someone where they weren't sure if they were going to be able to have a 5-man team. It'd be nice if it was structured that there was another team. And then think about it. If someone moves up now, let's say at the end of next year, you've just signed Jason Anderson to Cowie and you've got Cinderella under contract. What do you do? Let's say Faulkner gets it going and just dominates next year. They're now sitting there going, oh shit, now what? We didn't really plan for this either. We want all the best guys we can get, but we don't even have anywhere to put him. Yes, some of these teams can go, we can run a third rider and go back to Monster and get some more money and ask Cowie for some more product.
But that's the problem.
You get what I'm saying? It's the same too. Yeah, it can't just all fall on Red Bull and Monster's back and the OEMs being behind it. It really needs to be like levels where a sponsor can come in and go, hey man, I don't have $1 million, but I got $150,000. Where could I put this that makes it work? And now I'm working with an organization like Cowie or Honda that's promoting that sponsor and that team through a bunch of avenues. Because when it's just a little privateer team, they're like, yeah, well, we blasted you on our social media, and oh yeah, you guys have 3,000 followers. That's not really doing my sponsorship any justice. Not to mention, my guy who's riding pretty good got 10th, but I don't even know if I saw my logo on the TV or got a shout out. Yeah. Am I really getting my bang for a buck? So yeah, besides the communism side of it, I hate to say it, but I think the sport would be a little bit better with some of those things. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.